Do your kids come home without eating their lunch? We used to have that problem until I discovered the Planetbox lunchbox. I'm sharing my honest Planetbox review, so by the end of this video, you can determine if it's right for you and your family. Hi, I'm Stephanie Anderson. Welcome back to my channel. I help moms with young children learn how to set up systems so they can work from home when their kids are around. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button because I'd love for you to know when I post new videos each week. So we used to have all kinds of plastic containers and lunch boxes that I would replace every year. They were usually lunch boxes that look kind of like this. This is a little bit nicer of a one, but I just have the kids pick out whatever they wanted. It was like $10 or $15 and we would just replace them every year. But the problem is our cupboards were a mess of plastic containers and mismatched lids, and it was just a total mess whenever I opened the cupboards. But 2 years ago, we invested in the Planetbox rover, and here's what happened. Our messy cabinets weren't opened anymore. I just used the same container. I just washed it every night. It fits really easily in the dishwasher next to the plates, or I would hand wash it. But the best part is the kids actually ate all of their lunch. If you want your kids to eat all their lunch, this is part 1 of a video series on back-to-school lunch packing. We're gonna cover the best lunchbox to use, in our opinion, creating easy, fast, healthy lunches, ideas for picky eaters, and some healthy after-school snacks. So I didn't wanna buy the Planetbox rover at first. I knew about it, but it's kind of expensive, and I was worried that at the lunch table, by the time you open it, it would be big and cumbersome for our little ones at the time in preschool and kindergarten. But finally, I just took the plunge, and 2 years later, we bought a second one, we're about to buy a third one, and it looks brand new, and it's been great. So here's why we like it. When you open it up, the kids just have this easy little flap to open. You open it up, and you can see all of your food at once. There's no wondering what's in the next container, what's in the next package or snack box. It's all together, laid out before them, the whole meal. And it's also great. It's not cold. You can't put something super cold or super hot in it. It all kind of stays the same temperature. But it also comes with these little dippers, so if you have something that's like a wet ingredient, it won't leak. And there's a bigger one here. So it's great for like a sandwich, or sometimes we'll put like juicy fruits in here like watermelon or peaches or yogurt, and then we'll put like a dip in here. And what's great is you can just divide it out with the different food groups. And that helps me as when I'm packing my lunches to make sure I'm doing vegetables, fruits, you know, something, a little bit of everything. So I love the little compartments because it makes it really easy for me to think about their meal as the 4 food groups. And you can use whatever food groups that you use in your family, but we do fruits, vegetables, protein, and then something fun, and usually a healthy fat. And so with all of the 5 compartments, I just put a little bit of each one in each thing. And since kids like things deconstructed and not touching, it's just been perfect for them. And it's just the right amount of food, and it comes home virtually every day, either empty or maybe there's just like a couple things left. So the fact that they're eating their lunch, that's huge, you know, and it's worth the money because it looks brand new, it's durable, and it's easy to clean. It's just an all around, like, such a great lunchbox. The other thing I like is that if I'm stumped for what to do for lunches, there's a lot of great inspiration online, and everything looks so pretty in the Planetbox rover. So I really am a big fan of Weelicious. This is Catherine McCord. She has her own site, and she does a lot of things with Planetbox, and it just looks so pretty and nice. So she does a lot of bento box lunch packing, and so if you're looking for ideas, this is a great cookbook to pick up, or just check out her site, weelicious.com. The other thing is, Planetbox actually has their own cookbook, and it's called Eat the Alphabet. And what's cool about that is there's just tons and tons of pictures. So sometimes I don't even look through the recipes. I say, oh, like, what should I get? But this also goes through the alphabet, and there's 52 different foods. So like apples are the first one, avocados the second one. And it gives you just different ideas of what you can do with those kinds of foods and your Planetbox. Planetbox comes in 2 different sizes. This is the middle size. There's also a smaller size and a bigger size. So this is the perfect one for our family, and I like that it's divided into 5 compartments. So now you know what we like about our lunchbox, but if you're thinking about it for your family, here's what we don't like as much. So as you can see, we got a brand new lunch bag this year, and I love it. The bag is awesome. It's great. But last year, we had a different lunch bag, and it didn't last even the whole year. So I'm not a huge fan of the actual bags that they come in. You can see this is kind of like ripping out. And I mean, we could have let her use it one more year, but it's just falling apart even on the inside. And I tried to find some other lunch bags that work, and there are a few that will fit this rover, which is a really unusual size, but none of them really were very functional. And so we ended up having to go and buy a new one on their website. And so I don't think, you know, if you expect it to last forever, the actual bag won't last forever. And the other thing is, it's a little bit of a pain when you're washing because you see how they're customizable with these magnets, but before you wash them, you have to take them off each time. And I mean, it's a little step, but it's just another step in your washing. And if you leave them on, it'll start to rust underneath and it will get wrecked. So you have to take those off. So that's one thing, another thing that's kind of a bummer about it. And then the last thing is just that you can't put hot and cold foods together. It either has to be cold food or semi-hot, warm food. You can't do both because it won't keep it really hot and it won't keep it really cold. There's a space for ice pack here, so we just usually do cold lunches in this, and if we really want to send something warm with the kids, then we'll send a thermos and we just won't use the Planetbox that day. So that's kind of a bummer, but other than that, we absolutely love it, and I think you should try it. If you look at Planetbox, they oftentimes have sales for back to school. There's a sale going on right now through the middle of September. They usually have sales also, I think, on Black Friday and around the holidays, and then also in the summertime. So I'm not an affiliate for Planetbox, but I still will link it up below in the description in case you're interested in checking it out. I can't find them on Amazon. You have to go to planetbox.com and you have to spend a certain amount of money to get free shipping, but I totally recommend it. It's so worth it, and our kids love them, and I love them too. Like this video if you're interested in getting a Planetbox or you already have one. And if not, let me know your biggest lunch packing struggles, because we are doing a little brief series about that because it saves so much time if you can just get a system down and you have more time to work on your business and to play with your kids and stop worrying about making meals all the time. Don't forget, this is just part 1 of our lunch packing series, so make sure you go watch the next videos and subscribe so you know when I post new videos each week. I'll see you in the next one.